Beloved friends, every sunrise heralds a new opportunity to explore the depths of what it means to be human. But these next 7 days are not just ordinary moments strung together. They hold the potential to transform your experience of life if only you approach them with conscious intention. Let me take you on a journey, step by step, with powerful insights that will illuminate the path ahead. The journey of transformation begins within. Before you can master the outer world, you must learn to navigate and steady the world within. Life can feel overwhelming, as if you are being swept along by a torrent of endless tasks, emotions, and desires. But amidst the chaos, there is always a center, a still, unshakable core. The challenge is learning to connect with it. This day is about finding that center within you. Start by recognizing the distractions around you, but don't resist them. Let them flow like leaves on a river. Your goal is not to chase or grasp, but to simply observe. Take a moment right now to pause and close your eyes. Feel your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Notice how effortlessly it happens, how life sustains itself without your intervention. Find a quiet space today, a sanctuary where you won't be disturbed. This could be a corner of your room, a garden, or even a quiet moment in your car before stepping into work. Sit comfortably, spine straight but relaxed, then place your focus on the breath. Breathe in deeply, holding the air as if cradling it gently, and then release. Repeat this, allowing your mind to settle like sediment in still water. Your thoughts might race. That's perfectly fine. Don't fight them. Instead, watch them pass as though you're sitting by a busy highway watching cars go by. This simple act of watching without attachment will begin to calm the chatter of the mind. Centering yourself is not only about stillness, though. It's about reconnecting with the essence of who you are beyond roles and expectations. Ask yourself, who am I when there's no rush? Who am I when the noise fades? In the quiet, listen carefully, for your own intuition and wisdom speak in whispers, not shouts. As you progress through the day, return to this practice whenever you feel untethered. If emotions like anger, worry, or frustration begin to bubble up, pause, breathe. Say to yourself, this moment is my anchor. Your breath is your constant companion, a reminder that life flows within you no matter the turbulence outside. Finally, take note of how this practice transforms even the simplest actions. Washing your hands, walking, or sipping tea becomes an act of mindfulness, grounding you in the present moment. The more often you center yourself, the more resilient and clear-headed you become. Life becomes less of a burden and more of an exploration. By the end of this day, you will find a certain stillness has emerged, a quiet strength that feels like home. This is the power of being centered, and this is where your journey begins. The way you move through the world is not just a reflection of who you are, it shapes your very experience of life. Movement is more than physical action, it is an expression of your inner state, a dance between the body, the mind, and the world around you. To move with grace is to embody mindfulness, fluidity, and an effortless sense of balance, not only in your steps, but in your thoughts, words, and actions. On this day, let your movements reflect the beauty and harmony of life. Begin by observing yourself. How do you walk? Is it hurried and tense, driven by the pressures of time and responsibility? Or is it light, deliberate, and relaxed? How do your hands gesture? How do you hold yourself when you sit? And how do you approach the smallest tasks? The way you move is a mirror of your mind. Scattered movements often stem from scattered thoughts. Start your day with intention. Before you rise from bed, pause for a moment. Stretch your body gently and let it awaken in its own time. Feel the energy within you stir as you breathe deeply and open your eyes to the new day. As you stand and take your first steps, walk as if you are carrying a fragile treasure, because you are. Your body is the vessel through which life expresses itself, and treating it with reverence can transform your entire outlook. Let grace guide you through your routine. When you brush your teeth, do it as though it's the most important act of the day. Be aware of your posture while sitting or standing. Imagine there's a fine thread pulling gently upward from the crown of your head, aligning your spine and helping you stand tall with ease. This alignment not only fosters physical balance, but also enhances your sense of presence. Pay special attention to your pace. Life often feels like a race, but grace exists in rhythm, not haste. Slow down when possible. This doesn't mean you should neglect urgency when necessary, but even in urgent moments you can move purposefully rather than frantically. When you are mindful in motion, time seems to stretch, and your actions carry a precision that makes you more effective. As you move, synchronize your breath with your steps. Inhale as you rise or reach. Exhale as you lower or settle. Imagine your movements as part of a flow like waves lapping at the shore, neither hurried nor delayed, but perfectly timed. Whether you're walking to the store, typing on your computer, or engaging with others, let your movements feel as smooth and natural as water finding its path. The practice of grace extends beyond the physical. In your interactions today, move with emotional and intellectual grace. Speak with kindness, avoiding harshness in tone or intent. Listen attentively and allow space for others. Grace in relationships means giving others the room to be themselves without judgment, while maintaining your own integrity and balance. Consider taking a few moments for conscious movement today, perhaps through yoga, tai chi, or simple stretching. These practices were designed to bring harmony between body and mind, cultivating a sense of ease that lasts beyond the session. Even a mindful walk with attention to each step and the sensation of the ground beneath you can awaken a sense of connectedness with the earth. Finally, remember that grace is not perfection. It is not about executing everything flawlessly, but about being present and gentle in your movements, even when they are imperfect. When you stumble, move through it with acceptance, adjusting and finding your balance again. True grace is found in the art of recovery, not in the absence of mistakes. By the end of this day, notice how moving with grace transforms your energy. You may find yourself less fatigued, less reactive, and more in tune with the rhythm of life. With every step, every gesture, and every word, you become a living expression of poise and purpose. Joy is not something that comes from the outside, it springs from within. It isn't tied to possessions, achievements, or fleeting moments of pleasure. Joy is your natural state when your inner world is in alignment and free from unnecessary burdens. To cultivate joy is to nourish this state intentionally, allowing it to rise and overflow into everything you do. Today, dedicate yourself to the art of cultivating joy, not as an abstract idea, but as a living, tangible experience. The foundation of joy is gratitude. As you wake up this morning, take a moment before reaching for your phone or leaping into tasks. Reflect on 3 simple things you're grateful for. It could be the soft warmth of your blanket, the sound of birds outside your window, or even the air filling your lungs. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what's lacking to what's abundant. When you focus on what's good, you create fertile ground for joy to grow. Joy is deeply sensory. It lives in the little things that often go unnoticed. Take time today to savor the simple pleasures that life offers. Feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin. Taste your morning coffee or tea as if it's the finest delicacy. Smell the aroma of freshly cooked food or the natural scents of the earth around you. Notice colors, textures, and the sounds of life. These sensory experiences, when fully appreciated, spark an innate sense of joy. As adults, we often lose touch with the sense of playfulness that comes so naturally to children. Playfulness is not about irresponsibility, it's about approaching life with curiosity and light-heartedness. Do something today that stirs your sense of fun. Dance to your favorite song, doodle on a piece of paper, or take a walk and let your imagination guide you. Engage in an activity where the outcome doesn't matter as much as the enjoyment of the act itself. Each of us has something that lights us up from within. It could be painting, gardening, writing, or spending time with loved ones. Today, prioritize this. Even if life feels busy, carve out time, even if just 15 minutes, for an activity that genuinely brings you joy. This isn't an indulgence, it's nourishment for your soul. When you immerse yourself in what you love, joy becomes effortless. Joy multiplies when shared. Take a moment today to make someone else smile. It could be a small gesture, a kind word, a compliment, or even a surprise call to a friend or family member. Acts of kindness not only lift others, but amplify your own joy. Watch how their happiness reflects back to you, creating a beautiful cycle of positivity. Sometimes joy is hidden beneath the weight of unresolved emotions or unnecessary stress. Take time to examine what might be holding you back from fully experiencing joy. Are you clinging to anger, guilt, or worry? Practice letting go. You might journal your feelings, meditate, or simply acknowledge these emotions and decide not to feed them. Clearing this mental clutter creates space for joy to enter your life freely. Joy resides in the here and now. When you are fully present, even the simplest activities become sources of happiness. Whether you're washing dishes, driving, or sitting quietly, bring your awareness fully to the moment. Notice the sensations, the movements, and the subtle beauty of each task. Presence transforms the ordinary into something extraordinary. Fill in your day with little bursts of joy. As the day comes to a close, take a few minutes to reflect on the moments of joy you experienced. Perhaps it was a laugh shared with a friend, the taste of a delicious meal, or simply a peaceful moment of solitude. By recalling these moments, you train your mind to recognize joy and invite more of it into your life. This reflection also serves as a reminder that joy is always within reach, waiting for you to notice it. By dedicating today to cultivating joy, you are not merely chasing happiness, you are creating a solid foundation for inner well-being. Joy is not an accidental visitor, it is a state you can cultivate through mindful practices and conscious living. At the end of this day, notice how your energy shifts, how challenges feel lighter, and how your outlook brightens. Remember, joy is not something to wait for, it's something to actively choose and nurture. So smile a little wider, laugh a little louder, and embrace this day with an open heart. Joy is yours to cultivate, one moment at a time. True fulfillment in life doesn't come from what you gain, but from what you give. When you offer something of yourself, a smile, time, energy, or a helping hand, you don't lose, you expand. Offering doesn't deplete you. It deepens your connection to life and infuses it with meaning. Today is about embracing the immense power of giving, recognizing no act of kindness is too small, and understanding that generosity is a practice, not a transaction. Offering what you can doesn't mean giving away vast resources or possessions. It is not reserved for the wealthy or those who have enough. True offering comes from the intention to contribute, to uplift, and to connect. Whether it's material, emotional, or simply a moment of your time, what you offer gains immeasurable value when given wholeheartedly. Reflect on this, what is abundant in your life. It could be knowledge, skills, love, patience, or even a surplus of things you no longer use. The beauty of offering is that everyone has something unique to give, and it often costs nothing but a little awareness. Before thinking about giving to others, take a moment to offer gratitude to life itself. Acknowledge the blessings you've received, your health, your opportunities, and the people who've supported you. Gratitude creates a mindset of abundance. When you realize how much you already have, you'll feel naturally inclined to share that abundance with others. As you go about your day, observe the people and situations around you. Where can you lend a helping hand? Is there someone who could use your encouragement, guidance, or simple acknowledgement? Giving doesn't have to involve grand gestures. Offering a smile to a stranger, holding the door for someone, or sincerely thanking a colleague are all ways to brighten another's day. Sometimes the greatest gift you can offer is presence. Truly listening to someone without judgment or interruption is a profound act of giving. In a world where many feel unheard, your attention is invaluable. Not all offerings are tangible. Your kindness, understanding, patience, and time can profoundly impact those around you. If a friend is struggling, offer them your compassion. If someone achieves a milestone, offer them your genuine congratulations. These gestures remind others and yourself that life is not about individual pursuits, but collective connection. If you have a skill or talent, consider how you can use it to benefit someone else. Do you know a neighbor who struggles with technology? Perhaps you can help them navigate a device. Are you good at organizing? Help a friend simplify their clutter. Small acts like these have the power to ripple outward in ways you cannot imagine. One of the most powerful aspects of giving is letting go of the expectation of receiving something in return. When you give freely, you shift the focus away from yourself and onto the act itself. It's no longer about measuring what you gain, but about the joy of contributing. Interestingly, this selfless mindset often brings unexpected blessings, whether in the form of goodwill, gratitude, or a deeper sense of connection. One of the purest forms of offering is giving without recognition. Perform an anonymous act of kindness today, leave an encouraging note where someone will find it, pay for a stranger's coffee, or donate to a cause quietly. These acts nurture your humility and allow you to experience the joy of giving without ego. Words have immense power, and offering encouragement can uplift someone more than you realize. If you see someone working hard, pursuing their dreams, or even struggling but trying their best, acknowledge their effort. A simple "I believe in you" or "you're doing great" can spark confidence and optimism in another. As the day winds down, take a moment to reflect on your acts of offering. Not as a way to tally them up, but to notice how giving shifted your energy and outlook. Did you feel lighter, more connected, or more connected, or more joyful? Recognize the truth that giving is not a depletion of resources, it's an expansion of spirit. When you offer what you can, you align yourself with life's fundamental rhythm. Nature itself gives ceaselessly. The sun provides light, trees give oxygen, rivers offer water, and it all happens effortlessly. By offering what you can, you become a part of this natural flow, adding beauty and meaning to both your life and the lives of others. At the end of today, you'll find that the greatest reward is not the impact you've had on others, but the transformation within yourself. Giving teaches us that we are not separate, but part of something much larger, and in that understanding lies a profound sense of fulfillment. Let your day today be guided by the spirit of offering, and watch how your world becomes richer and brighter in ways you never imagined. Curiosity is the spark of creativity, the catalyst for learning, and the bridge that connects us to deeper understanding. It is the force that drives exploration, inquiry, and discovery in every aspect of life. Curiosity does not stop with asking questions. It fuels your willingness to engage with life in all its complexities. When you remain curious, life becomes a continuous journey of learning and transformation. Curiosity invites wonder, creates space for new possibilities, and keeps your mind and heart open to the infinite mysteries of existence. Today, devote yourself to reigniting that sense of childlike wonder that may have dulled over time. Curiosity begins as a mindset, an attitude of exploration. It's not merely asking what or how, but adopting the stance of an eternal student. To stay curious, you need to release the idea that you know all there is to know. Embrace the freedom of not having all the answers and the openness to receive more. A curious mind is inherently humble, knowing that it's only in exploring beyond the familiar that we come closer to the truth. Think of the things you once knew with certainty, perhaps ideas you've carried for years or concepts you've formed into unshakable beliefs. Today, challenge yourself to see them from a fresh perspective. Inquire, why do I believe this? What more can I learn about it? Is there a different viewpoint to consider? When you question your assumptions, you invite growth. Curiosity invites you into the unknown, where your horizons can be expanded beyond what you thought was possible. The simplest and most effective way to nourish curiosity is to ask questions. Let today be an exploration of questions both with others and within yourself. Look at the world with the same eyes that a child would, with an insatiable hunger to know, learn, and understand. Questions open doors. When faced with a situation, resist jumping to conclusions or applying pre-existing judgments. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? What more can I explore about this person or idea? Not all questions need immediate answers. The practice itself, engaging deeply with life through inquiry, is transformative. Try to ask why and how more today than you usually would. Instead of accepting things at face value, let your curiosity take over. Even simple tasks can hold hidden lessons. Why does a plant grow in a specific way? How do your thoughts influence your physical health? What could happen if you approached a challenge differently? Curiosity in your everyday moments will unlock new insights and creative solutions. The world is full of diverse perspectives, and every person you meet has a unique story. To be curious about others is to engage with the fullness of human experience. In your conversations today, rather than simply waiting for your turn to speak, allow curiosity to guide your listening. Ask open-ended questions about others' experiences, dreams, and aspirations. Let them unfold their stories in their own words. Being curious about people's perspectives deepens empathy and strengthens relationships. It reminds you that everyone you meet is a living universe of thoughts, experiences, and emotions. What would it feel like to walk in someone else's shoes? When you cultivate curiosity, you are not just interacting with people, you are connecting on a deeper, more meaningful level, finding insights that you would otherwise miss. Take time to learn something new about someone close to you. Ask them questions they don't expect. Sometimes long-standing relationships need fresh curiosity to revive their vitality. Dive beneath the surface of your familiar interactions and discover the hidden layers in people's stories. Curiosity deepens connection. The world around you is constantly shifting. The same trees, streets, and spaces you see every day have layers upon layers of intricacies that may have gone unnoticed. Today, walk a familiar path, literally or figuratively, and engage with the environment with heightened curiosity. Look at the smallest details, like a leaf on the ground, the texture of a building's wall, or a conversation you overhear. Seek to see the ordinary as extraordinary. Notice the dynamic play of light and shadow, the subtleties of the sky's changing hues, or the way people move through a crowd. The familiar becomes unfamiliar when you apply the lens of curiosity. Challenge yourself to look deeply at the world in its natural state of impermanence and change. When you notice these subtleties, the world seems far more alive. A shift in perspective turns what's known into something mysterious. By remaining curious about the routine or the mundane, you constantly awaken to the hidden beauty of life. Curiosity does not thrive in routine. It flourishes through exposure to new experiences, unfamiliar places, and challenging activities. Break away from what's familiar. Take a new route to work, or try something you've never done before, a new hobby, a different form of exercise, or a different way of communicating with others. Allow your comfort zones to stretch, and in doing so, you open up endless opportunities for growth. As you do, make a mental note of what you learn. The discomfort that comes with newness is not something to avoid. It is the space where your curiosity begins to reveal new truths. Learning is not confined to the textbooks or the safe spaces that exist in the exploration of what lies beyond. At the end of the day, take a moment to reflect on all that you've learned and observed. How has your perspective changed from your usual way of thinking? What questions have arisen for you today? Write down something you found surprising or enlightening. The habit of writing about what sparked your curiosity encourages the mind to reflect deeply and feed the flame of exploration. Today, as you venture through life, remember that curiosity is not just an intellectual exercise, it is a way of living. Curiosity fosters creativity, propels you forward on your path of personal growth, and connects you to the shared human experience in a profound way. It inspires you to approach every moment with openness, learning, and reverence for the unknown. At the close of the day, notice how much more alive you feel simply by questioning, discovering, and embracing the wonders of life. This continuous unfolding is what makes living truly exhilarating. By staying curious, the journey is never over, it is forever ongoing, full of lessons waiting to be learned. Relationships are the threads that weave together the fabric of our lives. Whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, each connection we cultivate contributes to our overall sense of well-being and fulfillment. Harmony in relationships is not just about avoiding conflict, it's about fostering understanding, patience, and mutual respect. When relationships are harmonized, there is an effortless flow like a symphony in which every instrument knows its role, but the beauty lies in the way they come together. Today, focus on cultivating harmony in all your relationships. Harmony doesn't require perfection, but it requires consciousness, the willingness to listen, to understand, and to meet others halfway. It's about offering respect and trust freely while learning to navigate the inevitable disagreement. Before we can harmonize with others, we must first cultivate harmony within ourselves. Relationships mirror our inner state. If we are internally at war, we will project that conflict onto others. Take time today to center yourself, quiet the mind, return to the breath, and ground your emotions. The more you're at peace with yourself, the easier it is to interact from a place of calm and acceptance rather than reaction. Practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your flaws without judgment and accept your imperfections. The less defensive you are about yourself, the more open you'll be to both giving and receiving love, understanding, and support from others. When you come from a place of self-harmony, your presence naturally invites others into a space of peace and cooperation. One of the most profound ways to create harmony in relationships is through listening not just with your ears, but with your heart. So often we listen with the intent to respond rather than to understand. Today, set the intention to listen deeply when others speak. Pay attention to both their words and the emotions beneath them, rather than focusing on crafting the perfect response or interjecting your own perspective. Stay fully present with what they are saying.